Welcome everybody back to Single Malt Sunday. I'm Steven, Northwest Small Batch Brewing. And hey, thanks for stopping by on what today for me is a very kind of chilly and very rainy start to May. It's kind of been a weird season as far as the weather goes. Today's whiskey is Ledaig 10. This is an interesting one. I have not had this before, so we will get to try it together. Ledaig 10 is actually, well, let's go over the stats here while I pour it first, shall we? It's 46.3%, so it's right at that range where you don't need to chill filter it because it's above that like 46% range. And, boy, that's a lot of foil. You can't see it, but on the foil here it says tobermory. That's the name of the distillery. Now this is it. I find this interesting. So tobermory makes an unpeated Scotch, and this is the red-headed stepchild, Ledaig. Same distillery, but they decided to call their peated Scotch Ledaig. So go figure. So if you're looking for this online or you're looking for their distillery, look up tobermory, not Ledaig. Anyway. Smells good already, and I've just poured it. So it is, of course, non-chill filtered because of the ABV. They say it is natural color, and I do believe that's probably true. I should have poured a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Yeah, it's very light colored, but those of us who drink whiskey know that the color really has nothing to do with the flavor and taste of the whiskey. So that's not a problem. What else can I tell you? It is from the Isle of Malt, so this is an outlier. You know, we all know like Campbelltown and Islay and Highland and, you know, but this one is from what they call the islands. This is just above Islay, if I'm remembering, in the Isle of Mull. So it's the only distillery actually, well, the only whiskey distillery on the Isle of Mull. Been around since 1798. It's changed hands quite a bit. I'm not going to go through that whole story. Oh boy, that smells amazing. So there's this, I guess you call it a grape flavor you get. I mean, it smells sherried to me. I gotta be honest. I don't think it is. Nowhere does it say it's sherried, but I'm definitely getting some fruit, like dried fruit, kind of grape from the nose. The initial hit was a lot of smoke, and that quickly dissipated. I don't even smell the smoke that much anymore. If I didn't say it already, this is a peated, no, I did say it, right? This is a peated whiskey, meaning it's very smoky. They use, I believe they use peated malt from Port Ellen to make this. It's matured in ex-bourbon casks. Yeah, I can still get the smoke, but there's quite a bit of sweetness to it. Yeah, all right, well, let me go and get a first sip here. I really should have poured a little bit more. I guess I still can. Little bit of a burn compared to some. So it's not super, you know, gentle going down, but not bad. It'll take me a minute here I'm going to try it again in just a second. Some vanilla, you know, coming through on that first sip. Some honey and vanilla. Not getting that much smoke. It's funny, when I first poured it, that's the first thing that hit me was brine and smoke and saltiness, and then that quickly dissipated. Although you do acclimatize to that pretty quickly. No, smoke is there, but it does acclimatize. Like you get used to it so quickly. You don't even realize that smokiness is there. It's delicious, by the way. Don't get me wrong, this is fantastic. Yeah, just a lot of sweetness and you know, the salty smokiness. I'm gonna put some, it's a high enough ABV. Don't make fun of my finger drops here. It's very scientific. Because this is a high enough ABV and because it's peated, oh my. Just that little bit of water really brought out the honey in the nose. I'd say there's more honey than fruit now, just in the nose. It took the bite away. Like it's going down without that harshness that it was before. So, in my opinion, and obviously this is subjective, it's better with just a little bit of water in it to proof it down just a little bit. Hey, I highly recommend this. Glad I got it. If you can get it, it's, I think, a pretty good price for what it is. Like, I think it's worth it. So, hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'll be back next week for another whiskey tasting. And then, until then, sláinte.